Live from Lakeland, Florida. Not really. I'm just going to pick a random city and state from now on to start these. Hopefully this goes okay. We don't lose power like last week. We might. What the hell is that on my camera? The chair? Did I turn it down too far? I don't like saying the chair. It's an OCD thing. There we go. Now YouTube says I'm live. Hopefully it's to go. It's an OCD thing. There was a vibration going on the door. Wow, that caused people to leave. Oh well, life goes on. If this sucks, I guess I'll go pick up my granddaughter, hang out with her. Nobody's talking to me. I guess I'll just sit here and entertain myself for a little while. It is what it is. Today's going to suck. It's going to suck. And nobody talks to me. I'll just go on, do other things. People may be bad because the power went out last time, and that's not my fault. I got working on a couple of AI videos for this channel. It'll be music related. Who gives a shit? Well, I do. I'm hoping other people will. And I'll probably still get people going, "You're wrong. How dare you? You said something I don't agree with." This isn't directed at anybody in particular. I'm entertaining myself. Since nobody's here talking to me, I should break out my guitar and just play and sing to myself. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams come true. For my darling, I love you. And I just shit my pants. Shit my pants. So I went away so I can do whatever I want to do. I think my mama's watching. My mama? And somebody else. Ain't nobody talking to me but me. Just no one's here but us goats, Bob. That delay's kind of weird. 1001, 1002, 1003. Oh, that was about a 3-second delay. VN, maybe it's the Beavis and Butthead shirt. I am the great Cornholio. Are you threatening me? You keep me from my bunghole. Well, it might be a short day today. I got other things I can do. I see you too, Mom. Well, kind of. Now my mom's here. And 2 other people that are just watching me, not saying anything. Got some AI videos coming up pretty soon. I got to put them together. We'll see how it goes. I'm thinking about redesigning my logo for my channel too. Paula, hey! It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for showing up or dropping in saying hey. One of my oldest friends. I don't mean oldest age-wise. I mean oldest as in I've known for a long time. Oh, what? Whatever. You're a little past me, not much. And I don't consider myself old, so I don't consider you old either. We definitely look better than a lot of people our ages. Because we got some friends that look old. Yeah, sometimes when I see some of our friends, I'm like, oh my God. I mean, I'm always happy to see them, but I've lived a rough life. Well, my younger years were rough. Last 10 or 15 years, I've been taking pretty good care of myself. I gotta see what my mom said. My mom watches too, but she can't do the chat because she watches on TV, so she text messages me. You got an ad already? Well, that's good, Mom. That's how it pays the bills. That's how I make money on doing this. When you see commercials, I make money. And that whatever they're paying me now, 0.00006% of a cent, that's going into my retirement fund. I saw the fit mom. I'm sure Paula knows too, since she lives in the same town. Saw the information about that accident last night. 2 people didn't make it. The 2 people that were speeding and passing in a no passing zone didn't make it. It's funny, Paula, when your name popped up, I did a double take. I was like, I've never seen her here. Or that I remember anyways. I had to write a stern letter to Scott and White today. They keep pestering me. I doubt they'll pay any attention. Yeah. What happened is a doctor who they say he moved. I found out that he was quite, if he yells at me like I heard he yells at women, he'd regret it. But they moved him, canceled my appointment. And then now they're sending me letters wanting me to go to Killeen where they moved him to see him. And I told them, no, I'm a patient in Cove. When you get a new doctor, let me know. So they keep sending me letters saying, your wellness checkup is due with that doctor that canceled my damn appointment. I'd rather not go see him. I don't do well when people yell at me. I respond aggressively. They just want the money. They don't really care about me. I know that you do. Um, I have a friend that saw him, filed a complaint against him, and on her next appointment, he went off on her for and she said, "You don't know it was me." He said, "I do." I almost got in a fist fight with a construction worker the other day. I'm pretty sure I can take on a doctor. It's kinda weird. 58 years old, almost getting in a fist fight over some stupid stuff. But he found out I'm not the guy to talk to that way. I'm sure. When I heard the way he talked when if he talked to patients that way, I can only imagine how he talked to staff. And I can't believe he was recommended to me when the doctor I was seeing went to another hospital, another clinic. They recommended this guy to me, and then I didn't get to see him before they made him move. So it was probably a good thing. If they really cared, they just let me see who I've been seeing until they find a doctor. Yay! Um, I don't think it's right. They think it's okay to cancel my appointment and then keep pestering me. Anyways, let's talk about happy stuff. Got any questions? Anything you want to know? My opinion about anything? I don't do sleight of hand magic. I don't juggle. You heard my singing. Eh, that wasn't my real singing voice. Ding dong dang. You want to see one of my rocks? I got rocks. See? Ooh, shiny, pretty rock. Saw Craig Biggio's son playing baseball last night. He's a first baseman for the Salt Lake Bees. Oh no, yeah, no, not Salt Lake. It's from Utah. Maybe it is Salt Lake Bees. He's taller than his dad. Oh, I just assumed y'all know about baseball. Maybe you don't know. His dad played for the Houston Astros. Well, not Astros. Yeah, is that it? Astros? Yeah. Yeah, see? Wise guy. I lost a viewer. I don't want to hear your crap, Bob. I don't want to see your rocks. I don't care. I like showing my rocks. I got all sorts of stuff within arm's reach. I got rocks. I got cups. I got artwork. I got pictures, batteries, cups, SD cards. I even have the whole world within my grasp. And a shot glass for the United States Army. I don't know why I have a shot glass for the Army, but I do. I got a clock that don't work anymore. I got batteries. Or I said batteries. I got a music box. I got a little baseball hat they sell nachos in. I got headphones, pillows, signs. Taking inventory. I even have a towel in case I break into a sweat. I do declare, it's so rough doing what I do. from a radio station in Lampasas. KLTX DB, Lampasas, real country. The Ken and Casey Show. Monday through Friday from 6 until 10. And the other station that I listen to is KBGO. Both stations are on iHeartRadio. The other station I listen to is KBGO. They play hits from the 70s, 80s, and beyond. Listen to the Big Show every morning from 5 until 10. With my buddy Dwayne Wells. In case you ever listen to that radio station and he says Bob from Killeen, that's me. You know, I'm not really from Killeen, but I work in Killeen. So when I call him from Killeen, it shows up that I'm calling from Killeen. Guess everybody's gone. Just going to talk to me. Well, as I sit back in my chair and sip on my coffee, hey, my color looks pretty good back here. Normally it doesn't, but that looks pretty good. I like that. And I can read better from back here. Alrighty then. I have approximately 3 weeks left, and I will be insulin. That will be my 1-year anniversary for being insulin free. Woohoo! Nobody's talking to me anymore. Oh. Ow. What happened? Nobody wants to talk to me? Nobody. Luke, Obi-Wan should have told you the truth about your father. I did not kill him. Glub glub. Woo, look at me working out. I should make workout videos. This jug full of water. Switch hands. Don't want to get one Popeye arm. Maybe I just sit here and do weird shit for an hour. I can hear the ocean. Hey, I ran one person off doing that shit. If I can run 3 more people off, I'll just turn this off and do something else. Work on my AI video. La 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 la. Nobody's going to ask me any questions. I can ask myself questions. I'll ask myself a question. Hey, Spec, what's up, buddy? How are you doing today? Man, I hate Android phones. Hate them. Despise them. I will never own another one after this one. Son of a bitch. Okay. Yes, you should always do your roof work in the morning before it gets hot. You got Android too, Paula? I can't stand this thing. Um, it may be because of how long I used Apple or the iPhone. Maybe I'll get used to this before it's time to get a new phone. But for now, I hate it. Everybody I know loves theirs. I despise this phone. The only thing I like about it is the picture quality and removing stuff out of pictures. That's a good editing thing. But this thing sucks. I hate this thing. Um, I'd like to agree with you, but I can't. I mean, especially with what I do, I use it all the time. So, oh, look, I asked myself a question. Interesting. And I'm number 3. Which do you like better, baseball or football? Funny you should ask me. Or I'm sorry, 6 minutes. Funny you should ask. I like baseball better. I was raised football, always loved playing football, but I've loved baseball even more. Ever since I signed the parental slip myself in the 3rd grade, when the coach showed up prior to me starting, boy, Bob was pissed. I don't mean Bob is in me, I mean Bob is in my biological father. He was mad. He tried to make me play third base. I am not an infielder. After that, I was always outfield. Usually center field or left field. It's weird. I very rarely played in right field, and I'm right-handed. Well, there you go. See? It has its place and purpose and usefulness. Oh, I missed your comment, Paula. Yeah, I can see why they would say not to switch. But I was just so tired of Apple's BS, which is why I switched. Me and my daughter switched at the same time. My wife's been an Android user forever. I have a cousin that's an Android user. She loves hers. Like I said, maybe I'll get used to it. For right now, I despise it. I couldn't hate it any worse. Last time I hated a phone this bad was my, oh, what was that thing called? Was it Motorola Fire? I think that was my first semi-smartphone. Or was it a Razor? But I almost threw it out the window. My daughter stopped me from throwing out the window while we were driving down the road. I was so pissed off of that phone. Oh, wow. Mine is a 12S or 15S, something like that. Whatever was newest one. Will you let go of my damn phone? Piece of crap. Um, Mine is. Oh yeah, my mom's an Android user too. Yes, you would be lost using an iPhone, Mom, especially since you've been using Android. Mine is. I, I want to say it's a 15S Galaxy. See, my iPhone, I would just touch it right there and it would tell me everything about my phone. Well, this one's not telling me what I need to know. Whatever it is, it's this one. I know that was real helpful. It's whatever was newest at the time I got my phone. That's where I clicked. I clicked on settings. Settings. That didn't answer my question. Modes and routines, notification, display, battery, wallpaper, themes, home screen, accounts and backup, advanced features, device care, general management. Why can't it just say, this is the phone you have, Bob? I hope nobody else drops in. Y'all are used to me, but somebody else might drop in and go, that guy's stupid. Oh, about phone. The S25 is what I have. Galaxy S25. Boy, I was way off. Shit. Well, we got there. It does have that button that I was looking for. It was just way down. It was not at top like I like it. I like it on top. Half the time anyways. All righty then. Now that we know what kind of phone I have, and I drank all my coffee, time to switch to agua. Water is good, Mr. Kata. Oh, when I was naming off all the stuff that I have around me, I left out, I've got autographed CDs, I got autographed letters, got Ted Nugent autograph up there, and a letter from him. I should offer to give away autographed CDs, and I'll just sign other people's CDs. My autographed New Medicine. This is a good CD. My favorite song on this is Race You to the Bottom. Great song. And my second favorite song is Rich Kids. Oh, and if the power gets cut off like it did last week, it's just got cut off. They're working on the power lines behind our house today. Last week it was down here. Today it's behind our house. Oh, wait. On camera, it looks like I'm pointing towards Austin. So I have to use this hand behind our house. This is actually the front of our house. I forgot the camera flips me around. Oh, and I will not be doing a live stream next week because, don't get jealous, but I'll be in the country building fence in the Texas heat. Yay! I actually love building fence. It's my second favorite thing to do out on the farm. Driving the tractor is my first favorite. I love driving a tractor. If I could make a living driving a tractor, and somebody would say, well, you could. I don't have a tractor. My stepmom has a tractor, and I have to use her tractor. But I love driving tractors. And I love building fence. Driving T-posts is one of my favorite things to do. It's a great exercise. So if anybody happens to be driving out Topsy Road and they see this madman out there driving T-post, but you might not want to look, because if it's hot enough, I might not have a shirt on. And it ain't sexy. My logic is if you look, you get what you deserve. Oh boy. Come on, conversation. This shit and get. Let's do this. Yes, and then I will go get cows. That's why I got to fix the fence. Fix the fence so we can get some new cows. And try to buy the smaller ones this time so they're not so abused and scared. Scaredy. Because scared cows are harder to handle than calm ones. Hey, if you haven't given this thing a thumbs up, please do. YouTube likes that. I just want you to be here talking to me, but YouTube really doesn't care that you're talking to me. They care about the thumbs ups. Yep. How now, brown cow? Moo. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all are so kind. Yeah, I get little letters. Well, it's in my analytics, but in my monthly thing, I usually don't read them because it's usually, what are you telling me that for? I don't care. I'm hoping these AI videos do good. The third one I made on TikTok has over 350,000 views. And that was just a joke. The ones I'm going to do here are music related. We'll see how that goes. It's kind of hard because you can only do it 8 seconds at a time. So it takes a while to make a video. But it's pretty much all done AI, which is kind of dope. It's weird that video did over 350,000 views on TikTok. I think it's only done like 600 views. Maybe not even that much on Instagram. And I think it barely broke 100 on Facebook. It's the exact same video. I found that if it kills in one spot, it won't kill in the other two. But then a video can kill on Instagram and it'll suck on the other two. I haven't had a video kill on Facebook in a long time because they're mad at me. Yeah, yeah, they've asked me that and I've refused to do that. I'm just sticking with what I have now. Because I mean, got to make some money, but yeah, I'm not trying to have this full of commercials. That's like I don't pick the aggressive version for this for my live streams. I pick the balanced version. I may have to ask myself another question. I think I answered. Yes, I like baseball better. 6 minutes. I like baseball and golf better than football. And yes, I'm one of those people who can watch golf and be entertained. I like to play golf. I haven't played in a long time. Keith, how you doing, buddy? Oh, did you see me glitch? The Matrix. Oh, good to see you, Keith. Catch you up real quick. If the power goes out again, because I'm working on the power lines behind my house, it'll be just like last week. It'll just be over. I will not be doing a live stream next week because I'll be in the country building fence. And I'm going to do some AI videos here on this channel. It will be music related. I believe the first video that I'm going to do is either 6 or 10 rock stars that checked out that almost nobody realized they did. I think that's what I'm going to do first. And it's not like minor rock stars. They'd be like real rock stars that people should have known. And maybe I'll do one with weird ways that rock stars have or sad ways that rock stars have. I need to do something happy, but you did. I haven't played golf, and it's weird. The reason I wanted to start playing golf is when it video golf, I kick ass, and I was like, I'll have to crush this. I'm good at all sports. I was not. Hey, hang on. Oh, oh, Oh shit. Sorry, I got to respond to my son. Wow, you had the red card? See, I never got in trouble. Believe it or not, I am very respectful on the golf course. Oh, well, I would have definitely liked that. That's two things I like. Uh, yeah, I wasn't really good at golf. I could teach it well. I taught several people how to play, but I love playing golf. Goes against everything I did. Um, they did the gasoline today for you. I don't know what that means, Keith. I know that gas here and where I live jumped up a quarter overnight. Not today, last night, the night before. Oh, but I had started playing golf. I played golf with my father-in-law, and when did I stop playing? Man, oh, I know when I stopped playing. When I stupidly lent my brother my golf clubs and he never returned them, and then he went to prison and they disappeared. That's when I quit playing golf. But I have been looking at golf clubs lately. I'd really like to play again. I mean, I know you're not the marshal anymore, but I know you live near the golf course, or you used to, in that neighborhood. Oh, I keep pointing. I keep forgetting the camera's backwards. In that neighborhood by the golf course. And no, I have not been stalking you. Okay, I have not been stalking you. You told me once where you lived. I think I'm not going to say the name of the street, but I think I'll just say wasn't it the name of a bird? I'll just say that because that you should never give out specifics like that on online. But it seems like it was the name of a bird. Oh, oh, okay, okay, okay. It was a teacher friend of mine that lived on the bird, but yes, I remember now. Um, Keith, they're redoing the power grid here in our town, so they're redoing all the power lines. So that's what happened. They hit something and messed it up. It came back on. It was only out for like 30 or 45 minutes. But today they're literally working right behind my house. I have to keep remembering to point the opposite way because this is not the actual. That's where I'm pointing now is actually the front of my house. But so that I look like I'm pointing in the correct direction, or at least on my camera. Yeah, yeah. That way it looks like I'm pointing in the correct direction. Yeah. Now I remember, Paula. It's been a whole minute since we had that discussion. So, but yeah, my teacher friend lives on a real pretty bird name. My street is the name of a tree. Every city. Oh yeah, I know the name. I bet I can guess the name. Um, well, actually, most cities have several trees, but is it the three letter? Well, no, a lot of them are three letters. Keith, one vowel. Uh, my street's the fifth letter of the alphabet. So, man, I wish I could turn on my ceiling fan, but it messes up my noise gate, which is weird. Noise, well, I guess it's not weird because the noise gate's supposed to kill the mic for the background noise. But anyways, back at the ranch. So did I answer your question good enough, Keith? They're working on the power. They shut the power off. I really want to tell y'all the story about we almost getting in a fight. Yay me! Woo! I actually drive on a street by that name on the days I pick my granddaughter up from school because the red light gets too jammed up and it gets backed up, but there's enough room for me to make it to that street. So I turn right on that street, go down that street to the red light, and then I get on the highway and get to our house quicker. I should be a detective. I'm pretty good with those things. Ah, ah, ah. Bum, 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 bum. Anybody else got anything they wants me to guess? Or just answer? I should create a fake account with some oddball thing, and it'll just look like somebody's asking me bizarre questions. And then y'all could think, how rude. No such thing as rude. Well, I mean, there is, but I don't get bothered by shit that people ask me. Yep. I knew that. That's why I haven't released the video. I actually I have a reaction shot for them, but I got to do some serious editing because I was like, I'm going to start reacting to them more. And then after I shot the video, before I even got a chance to edit it, I found out they were breaking up. So I was like, oh well, that video would sound really dumb if I put all that. Oh look, that color right there, I like. See, that's the color I wish this would stay. I got to get rid of this green screen. I think that's part of it. Well, and the fact that I have a cheap ass camera. It's not like I don't have the money. I have the money. I just, when I see the price of the good cameras, I'm like, ah. I have other things I could spend that money on. So me and Savannah have started watching. I never got into it, but she likes zombies, so we've started watching The Walking Dead. I like Zombieland, both of them, Zombieland 1 and Zombieland 2, but they're kind of silly. I like that. I'm okay. I'm not like suffering watching The Walking Dead. I'm just wasn't really my thing. I have also started rewatching for the 18th time Rules of Engagement. It's one of my all-time favorite shows. I watch it on the Roku channel because they're the only ones showing it for free right now. I think I'm going to have to order. Oh, she is? Yeah, most of my family is too. Not my mom, but siblings. Yeah. Savannah's digging it so far, so that's something her and Tia have in common. uh, it, like I said, it's okay. It's just the whole concept of. However, it did lead to a very interesting. Oh yeah, of The Walking Dead. I know. Most comic books that get turned into shows that take off and do good, like Walking Dead did, the price does go way up. But it did lead to a very interesting conversation. She's always surprised at my answers about, not always, but a lot of times, certain things. I don't know how well any of you know the show because I can't really talk about the scene because I'll lose my monetization for the video. But if y'all knew the scene, I could give hints and then y'all would know and I wouldn't have to say it. It's in season 1. I think it's like the 3rd episode. I'm going to have to order one of my favorite shows, aside from Rules of Engagement, is one of my all-time favorite shows. Like I said, I'm on my 18th time through going through the entire series. I love the show called The New Adventures of Old Christine. I had Julie Louis Dreyfus in it. It was only on for like 2 seasons, I think. That show was hilarious. I love that show. So I'm gonna have to buy it on DVD so I can have the series. I have to look on eBay. Use some of my Instagram money. Makes it easier to spend when it's easier. Instagram money instead of money I actually had to go out and physically work for. I really don't like spending that. As weird as much as I love MASH, if I ever find the series again, I should have bought it when I first seen it. They actually sell the complete series on DVD, and you can watch it without the laugh track. The laugh track is what keeps me from watching MASH as much as I used to. I do watch it still from time to time, but I don't binge watch it. I can't stand laugh tracks. I don't if something's funny, I don't need to be told when to laugh at it. Maybe that's just me. I know I'm not frozen. Yeah, it's about a 3-second delay. Am I talking about stuff nobody cares about? Oh, I don't know what else to talk about. I'll start talking about weird stuff. That'll cost me my monetization too. I'm trying, I don't know. What do y'all want to talk about? Pick something. Oh, I ran the 6th person off. Sad face. I don't know who it is, so not really sad face. I don't care. I don't know why. Speaking of comic books, Keith, I've also been thinking my favorite comic book when I was a teenager was Sergeant Rock. I've been thinking about getting those, but I can't justify it to myself other than nostalgia because it's not like I'm a big comic book guy, and it's not like Sergeant Rock comic books are worth a lot. That was my favorite comic book to read. Never really got into Superman. Batman, I got into for a little bit. The closest I got to be getting into Superman was I used to draw Superman bodies with Kiss heads on them, the band Kiss. I used to draw that a lot. To where I was actually pretty good at it. Yay, we got 6 people. So now it's officially Sixx Daze. Nobody else going to talk? Come on. Don't be afraid. Oh, did I ever watch? Oh, I love Justified. Really? Oh, I would definitely watch a Sergeant Rock movie as long as it was done correctly. If they pick some shitty actor or I don't know how to delicately say that, the wrong actor, I wouldn't watch it. But if it's done correctly, I'd watch it. Yes, I loved Justified. I like Timothy Oliphant. Anyways, I liked him in Deadwood as well. But yes, I love Justified. Oh, I did not get into Breaking Bad. Oh, wow, I lost half my viewers just now. Were they mad because I watched Justified? What the hell? I thought he was a regular guy. We're out of here, pal. Well, good. Go on then. Yeah, Justified was really good. I mean, it started off episode 1, season 1 was great. And he shot that guy from The Mask, the villain from The Mask. Oh, and he was kind of the bad cop in Pulp Fiction. I can't remember his name, but he usually plays a bad guy. He played a bad guy in Justified. I can't remember his name, but that's who I recognize him as from Pulp Fiction and The Mask. Ah, anybody else got any shows they watch that they might think is interesting or good? Slugging this water down, I'm going to end up having to pee. Why would you need a ski mask in Kentucky in the summertime? To make a withdrawal from convenience stores? That's the only thing I can think of. Well, there's a few other things that they go way more. But that's the only thing I can think of. I don't think I'd wear a ski mask. I'd wear like a Halloween mask. I almost said Halloween, like I'm hotty toddy. Uh, there's a story about a successful bank robber that always robbed banks naked and no one could ever describe his face. They really wouldn't be able to describe mine. They'd all be rolling on the floor, telling the cops, it was about that big. No, I didn't see his face, but just look for a guy with that one. Um, let's see. One of my favorite scenes, and it's because I don't like when, it's how I react to bullies, anyways, is when he first goes home and that guy comes up and is in the car talking shit to him, and I think he broke his nose with his own shotgun and told him, "Now you go tell him." I like that scene a lot. And was it his brother-in-law that he shot at the kitchen table? I like that. Been a long time since I watched it. I mean, I got hooked and I binge watched it all the way through. What was that? I think it was on Hulu that I had that. Watched it on, or Peacock. One of them channels. I don't remember which channel it was, but I had a channel. I watched it all the way through. Who's the person that just came in? Welcome. You can sit here and stare at me like everybody else is. Y'all want to see my fancy lens cover that I keep my camera covered up with so that nobody can see me? Oh, that's right. I use a piece of paper instead of buying that plastic thing that fits over the camera. Oh, two people came in and left. Bye. Have a nice day. Thanks for dropping in. Bye-bye then. Don't let your keyboard hit you where the good Lord split you. Yeah, FX had a lot of good shows back then. I would still have Hulu. I liked Hulu's shows, the stuff that they made available, but they did something in their system and it wouldn't renew my payment. So I was video chatting with them. I ended up calling them, and they kept wanting me to do all this stuff. I said, "I'm not gonna fight you to take my money. I'll just cancel my subscription." "No, sir, if you do th" "No, I'm not jumping through hoops to give you my money." It's always worked. I've had Hulu for I think it was 8 years that I had Hulu. Okay. So now you've lost a customer. I can't be the only one. I'm not everybody. I can't see a whole bunch of people wanting to kiss ass, but terrible customer service. They're not the only ones. There's another company that did the same thing. It was the version of antivirus that I was using. I've never had a problem, had it for years, and all of a sudden it wouldn't take my payment. They were going, well, you need to uninstall this and reinstall that. No, sir. That's not how this works. I'll find somebody else who wants my money. And I did. It's kind of weird that people think you're willing to fight them for money. I have not had that problem with Netflix yet. I did have a problem when they updated their system, but as soon as I contacted them, they fixed that right away. Wait a minute. Wait. That it did, but I had canceled my subscription, and when I came back, I had a problem. Then when I called them, they fixed it right away. But I canceled my subscription for almost a year. And I had been with Netflix for a long that was the first streaming service I started using. But I'm not gonna fight it looks like my camera lags a little bit. Good thing I don't shoot those kind of videos. Like that. Well, that would be an interesting video. That'd probably get lots of views. I'd be super rich. Uh-huh. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Um, I don't know. We have the premium, but I don't know. The YouTube TV looks if I remember the price was high. I mean, you would think as a content creator I would have YouTube TV, but I do not. Must be getting time to cut my hair. You can always tell when my hair starts growing out how bad of a job I actually do because I cut my own hair. It grows weird. It grows out weird. See, it grows at different paces, and I start getting this weird thing in the middle. That's how I know when it's time to cut my hair. Well, that and I start getting bedhead. I may end up canceling my. I have an appointment in September. There's a spot on my head right here. I don't have any cancer markers, so my doctor didn't think it was cancerous, but it was an odd looking spot. Uh, so I have an appointment with a one of them doctors. Say if it was skin cancer, but I had hung upside down my inversion table longer than normal one day, and I got up and it looked all bloody. It was I'm when I say seeping, it's not like blood was coming out into my eyes. Yes, dermatology. Thank you, Paula. uh, but it was a black spot right here. It actually would show up on my camera. You used to be able to see it, but after I hung upside down, it looked all bloody and stuff for a few days. And I was like, oh no, it's almost completely gone. You can barely see any remnants of it right there. Right there, just a little tiny bit of discoloration, but it was about the size of a dime, closer to a nickel. Uh, but and I got these stupid old man things. More so on one side of my face than the other. I hate those. I grew up with freckles, and then they kind of went away for the most part. And now I've got these stupid old man liver spots or whatever they call them. Maybe I could get a tattoo of my skin color to cover those up. Yes, I know. I'm gonna have a look at my ears too. I actually wear hats now to cover my ears, but I did not. My dermatology appointment, I scheduled it 2 months ago. September was the quickest one I could get. Oh, look, the color's good, but I don't want to sit here like this the whole time. But that's the color that I like for my screen. Damn it. But yeah, Paula, I definitely want to get it checked. I'm gonna have them look at all sorts of stuff on my hand while I'm there. But I've never been a big concern guy, but probably 6 years ago or so, I started wearing a boonie hat, like when I'm out in the country working. I only take my shirt off in short spurts, and not because I got old man body. I don't want to get all burned up. I don't have any skin cancer issues. Yes. Yep. My nose, I don't have any concerns with, but my ears right here, they're not bad, but I still gonna have a look at them. But absolutely. But that boonie, that's why I started wearing the boonie hat because it covers all that. But once I really started getting healthy and I started working on overcoming diabetes and all that stuff, I started covering all sorts of angles on my health. My goal is to live to be 106 years old. So I work really hard on myself. And it's 106 as long as I can function. That's good. That way you don't end up with no issues. What's the ouch for, Keith? Want to live to be 106? As long as I can function, I want to be 106. There's a new trend with people living into their 80s and beyond where they don't get sick, they just drop. That's my goal, is to just drop. Well, if I pass in my sleep, that would be okay, but to just drop. People be like, I just saw him yesterday. He was awesome. Oh, you can live to be a healthy 106. I have the reason I want to live to be 106 is not because I want to see what the world's going to be like. I want to outlive my family so that I don't put them through the trauma of dealing with me being sick or getting, you know what? Because after is the reason I'm that way is because the 2 years I spent, and I wouldn't trade them for anything, but the 2 years I spent watching my dad wither away from Parkinson's disease, I don't want to put my family through that. So if I figure if I can outlive all of them, they won't have to deal with it. Oh, we should have had some candles lit and a violin playing when I said that, but that really is my reason. I don't want to put my family through any shit like that. So I figure if I can outlive all of them, they won't have to worry about it. Well, not that they're going to worry about it, but they won't have to deal with it. I'm almost, I can't believe I think it's been, what, 4 years now? I think I'm coming up on my 4 years since I quit smoking. Pretty proud of that. No, it wasn't that hard. It wasn't hard like everybody makes it sound. I smoked since I was 12 years old. I don't ever crave it either. Thank you. I don't ever crave it. It wasn't hard to beat. I hear people say all sorts of silly shit about it. It's not hard. Quit. You got to want to quit. I beat all of my addictions except one. That's good, Paul, especially from our generation. That is very good because smoking was part of us. My mom said I have a great uncle and great aunt on her dad's side that made it to 100, so uh, sometimes you gotta do that, Keith. I know a lot of people have had hip replacements and knee replacements, and they're better off for having it done. Uh, I have a ruptured disc in my back, and I had missed 6 weeks of work worth of work, 6 weeks, 6 months worth of work one time when it went out. And I looked at all my options, and none of my options were feasible for me or anything I was going to do. Uh, Vertebrae fusion, nobody had anything good to say about it. Artificial vertebrae, nobody had anything good to say about it. Rods in your back, nobody had anything good to say about it. So I just deal with what I have. Uh, Sometimes I have a bad day. I learned how to fix my back on my own. So when it goes out, I fix it myself. I try to do everything without having to go to the doctor. I can't do my own blood tests, so I do go to the doctor for that. But I fix my own back, I fix my own cuts, and I do just as good as the hospital does. And I actually think better because all my scars that I super glued shut look way better than ones I had stitched shut. Yeah, I've thought I'm yeah, I know about that. Uh, and that's something that is definitely plausible to do. Stem cells, everything I've read is good and positive about stem cells. Stem cell therapy. I mean, I take a handful of vitamins every morning for specific things, and it all seems to work. Being a vegetarian, coming up on what, the January or February will be 1 year. So I went back to being a vegetarian, and then April will be 1 year since I started doing intermittent fasting. Uh, I feel great. I feel fantastic. I actually almost feel bad telling some people how good I feel, especially when I can tell they feel like shit. Yeah, the more I keep looking at your comment, Paula, that's really impressive that you never that you never started smoking. What was the LOL for? Is that a pause, or did I say something that I didn't realize I said? Or were you laughing at something Keith said? Hey, you're back to being number one, Paula. You were number three. You overtook everyone else. Or is that what you were laughing at? Because now you're number one. Yeah, it says you're number one. See, that's what it is. That's top fans. That's whoever's talking the most. You jumped from 3 to 1. Keith's number two. I really don't know how that works. I just take guess. People ask me questions. Now Specs number two. Look at that. Oh, oh yes. Okay. Yes, I really do feel bad sometimes when you talk to someone and you can tell they look pretty beat up or they're not feeling well, and you go, "How are you doing?" And they tell you, and you're like, "Oh." uh, Let me look, Keith. Paula was number 1 for a long time. Oh, Speck was number 1. Speck had overtook when Speck joined the conversation, he bumped her down to number 2, and now she's back to number 1. You have to watch your facial expressions. People always say I look mad all the time, and I don't think I look mad. That's just my look. I just gotta. And I think if I try to look too nice, I look a little holla. So, not there's anything wrong with that. I mean, if I was that way, I promise you, you could light cigars off of me if I was, but I'm not, so I don't want to look like that. But I think my smile makes me look that way. I do have an evil little grin, but people don't tend to get nervous when I do that. So, yeah, so I just try to say, I'm doing amazing and try to leave it at that. But I really want to tell them how awesome I'm doing. Lately, I've been saying, if I was doing any better, I feel like I would have to pay a monthly subscription or a cover charge, some sort of fee. I really am doing that well, physically feel that well. So the reason I'm working on hard on my anger, because I know anger is really hard on your body. I'm trying to overcome that. But I feel fantastic all the time. I'm excited that I get to build fence next week. I keep thinking about that, envisioning what I have to do. I do thoroughly enjoy that. It is a fantastic workout. I know people that hate it, and they think I'm weird because I love it. The only part that I don't like is there is no shade where I'll be working. None. Oh, it is so hot. Let me say this to Keith. Um, no one will harass me. My reputation as far as how good I am at dogging on people, very few people, unless they want to hear good jokes, try to harass me at all. Uh, yes, Paula, the last time I built this fence across the property. Well, not across, front to back. I um I set goals for myself. That's how I do stuff. I don't get overwhelmed and go, "Oh my god, I got to build all this fence." I set goals. I'm going to do this much today. So I was out there driving T-post, and I was like, I think I set a limit like I'm going to do 10 more or something like that. And I started getting tunnel vision, and I'm a long way from the house. But I thought I was going to black out. So I went inside. I cooled off. I drank 2 bottles of water. I felt good. I was like, all right, I'll go hit my target and then go home. I think I did like 2 or 3 more, and it was even worse than the first time, the tunnel vision. So I took that as a sign to go home. I didn't want to sit out there and die. Winter's the best time to build fence, but I have to do it now. We need it done now. So, and I hate cold weather, and I have plenty of other shit that I can do when it gets cold. So, get out there and build my fence. Have I heard about the screw worm? Um, no. Is this a joke? Because I almost made a joke when you asked me about that. Drop some knowledge on me, Keith. I have not heard about the screw worm. That's the smart thing to do, Paula. I think I'm going to try to do that while I'm building a fence because I'm going to take all next week to do the fence. Well, 4 days, Tuesday through Friday. I'm going to give myself that long. But I think I'm gonna do that, is I'll get out there in the morning because I'll go to work at the trophy shop. I usually get off about 8, 8:30. I'll come home, eat, and then go right out there. So I think I'll do that. But I think I may try to do that, Paula. Oh, well, I actually, Paula, I think I'll try to be in like 10:30, 11 around that time. Um, no, Keith, I have never had any problems. When we buy cattle, they're checked, so I haven't had any. We haven't had any problems. Uh, I don't have to do all the time. We have never had an issue. Hey, Alex, how you doing? Uh, but we've never had an issue at all with anything. I call it a pet cow. I keep one cow that I can pet. I thought you dropped in last week, Alex, for a few minutes. It seemed like you did, or maybe it was the week before. Uh, but Keith, when we buy cattle, they're checked and guaranteed as good as they can be. The only thing we don't do, we don't have them checked for pregnancy. I like that surprise. The last time we bought cows, we didn't even know two of them were already pregnant. I always work hard, Alex. Always. 7 days a week. Never take a break. Oh. Yeah, that's my plan this time, Paul, is to try to do it like that. Go out early. Well, plus I have to get home in time so I can take a shower and go get Savannah from school. I enjoy picking her up from school. It'd be much better if I didn't have to deal with the other parents and their non-driving selves, but I like picking her up from school because we'll visit for a little bit, and then she likes 80s music like I do. So lately we've been listening to Duran Duran. So we'll blast Duran Duran loud enough that it's vibrating the mirrors on my car. What the hell? Oh no, not the no. No, I fucking froze. Oh, oh no, I dropped an F bomb. And I'm not froze. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. It keeps freezing up. Why does it keep doing that? How bad is that delay? 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009. What the hell? How bad's this lag? Oh man. What the hell is going on? Can y'all hear me? Oh, y'all can hear me. Okay. Thanks, Mom. Um, okay. Okay, because I see my video lagging really bad. Okay. Um, Keith, I live right by a high school. So it's only bad in the morning and in the afternoon. However, in the afternoon, they're on the other side of the road. So as long as I come down this side, I can turn right into my driveway. I literally live 3 blocks from the entrance to the high school. Uh, okay, good. Because I was looking at my monitor up here, and that video is way off. I don't know what the hell happened, but it's aggravating me. So let me close this and reopen it. Okay. I don't know what happened, but the video was off there. So watching me screwed up was best way. Okay. Uh, uh, yes, Paula, I try to avoid schools too. I don't like driving through school zones. Sometimes I have to, but I try to avoid them. Um, but so I love picking her up because I like that time that we have together. Uh, Not that we don't have time at home. We come home and hang out too, but she's at that age where friends, so they do video chatting and all that kind of stuff. So she goes in her room and does that. Hang on, I gotta respond to my wife. Uh, what the hell's the name of that road? Um, all right. Sorry, y'all can say stuff. Fuck. Oh, damn it! I did it again. Okay. All righty. Oh, yes. My mom pointed out that Savannah's always asking me or telling me that her friends don't know who certain bands are or TV shows, and I've told her it's because their parents didn't raise them right. All right. What do you want to talk about now? Got some questions? Well, know my opinion? Yes. I knew a Jonathan way back when he was not famous. Uh, I saw him, I believe the first time I saw him was on an evening at the Improv, probably in the 80s. I want to say that's how far back it goes. There's a lot of comedians I watched before they became famous. Shit, the dude with the puppets. Uh, he's got Peanut. When I first started watching him, I'm only because I'm live. I'm spacing on his name. But when I first started watching him, he only had Peanut, Walter, and Jalapeno on a stick. That was the only three he had. I'm not so impressed with him anymore, but I really liked him way back then. But I'm not such a fan of him now. But yeah, I love the Amazing Jonathan. The blue Kool-Aid in the Windex bottles. Uh, Jeff Dunham. That is who I was thinking of. Thanks, Keith. Oh, shit. Yes, Jeff Dunham. Um, I really liked him back then. I'm not such a fan anymore because it's to me it's not so much entertainment anymore because he seems like he's just going through the motions. I don't know if that makes sense to you. There's some comedians or performers that they just get so used to it. Like Travis Tritt. As much as I like Travis Tritt, shit, not bothering me. Damn it. You I hate this phone is gonna make me cuss, you watch. Yeah, I'm not saying he doesn't have any funny stuff anymore, just he just it really just to me, he seemed like he's just going through the motions. But like I said, I've been a fan from way back early. Uh, uh, yeah, it's not that he doesn't have anything funny, but overall, a matter of fact, I think the last special of his I tried to watch, I couldn't even make it through it. That being said, Rodney Carrington, I know him. He's always been hilarious. His last special I tried to watch, I couldn't even make it through it. I tried 3 times. I couldn't make it through it. And he was hilarious before he got divorced. Uh, who else? There's quite a few guys that have, and it's not just comedy, it's music. They just go through the motions. If you actually pay attention when you go see some bands, Travis Tritt is who I started to say. As much as I like Travis Tritt, I've seen him 5 times. And this last time, he just is like he's automated, going through the motions. Well, this works. I'll kick my foot here and I'll smile that cheek. Hey, all right, gotcha. Uh, I like his music. I used to love his shows, but this last time we saw him, I don't think I would ever pay to see him again. But it literally just seemed like he was going through the motions, and I don't like that. If I'm paying that kind of money to see you, I want to be entertained. I'm not a big fan. Uh, see, I had did a top 6 comedians. I really like Kathleen Madigan, and there were people shitting on her. I was like, "What?" I'm rough on comedians. As a comedian, I'm very rough on comedians, very unforgiving on certain things. I don't get that about her. So when I say that she's trying too hard, she's never came off that way to me. But yeah, but then again, in all fairness, I've never been a big Connie Chung fan. Uh, I don't like Gabriel Iglesias, also known as Fluffy. Ralphie May, I was not a fan of Ralphie May's. There's quite a few comedians that I just don't get. I don't know why people think they're funny. But I know a lot of people feel that way about me. I've had people get severely upset by some of my jokes. And my joke about my best friend, I've had people get mad at me about that. I'm like, hey, he liked the joke. He loved the joke. His mom loved the joke. Y'all lose. If neither one of them were offended by it, nobody else has anything to say to me about it. Any that ended okay. Um, Uh, Anthony Clark, one of the funniest comedians I had seen. He got that TV show with Dan Aykroyd where he played a preacher. Um, I couldn't watch the show. Um, Rodney Carrington's show, I didn't really get into it. I like him a lot. Yes, Terry Fader. Terry Fader is phenomenal. He's so much better of a ventriloquist than Jeff Dunham is. He's a better entertainer. He's one of the few people that won America's Got Talent that deserve to win it. He's fantastic. Uh, yeah, I didn't get into Rodney Carrington's show. Rodney, as much as I like him. And that's something else. A lot of comedians, when a TV show is written for them, because they don't write the show, somebody else writes it for them, it's mostly based on their comedy. So even though their comedy is hilarious when they're doing it on stage, when it's written into a television script, it's not funny because it seems out of place when they're doing the jokes. Even if the episode is written around the joke, it still seems out of place. It doesn't seem right. You know, that was a problem with Andrew Dice Clay in his movie Ford Fairlane. It was a bunch of his stand-up put into a movie, and it wasn't good. And I like Dice. Well, I used to like Dice back in the day. I I think I finally threw away the cassette where he switched on stage. I think it was in Dallas. He wasn't doing so well, and he switched and quit being the Dice that made him famous and started trying to be somebody else. And that didn't work out well. Yes, I thought he was funny too, but the TV show just, and if you look, most of them, after they do their TV shows, do not come back. I'm not saying they stop performing as comedians, but they don't have the same level of success they had prior to. Um, Red Fox, but see, those are old school guys. Red Fox is an exception. He was hilarious before Sanford and Son. He was hilarious on Sanford and Son. The show was a hit, and he was hilarious afterwards. When I heard, see, I didn't know Red Fox was a comedian, and one of my uncles in Florida had Red Fox in a plain brown wrapper. And when I first heard that, I was stunned at the way he was talking. Not offended, but because you see these guys on TV, you don't know they cuss. Red Fox, he's one of the exceptions because he didn't change. He was Red Fox, period. Oh, I got to step off camera for a second. I got to mute the camera too. I'm back. I know y'all missed me. That is correct, Spec. There's actually a country music singer who was a comedian who just happened to have a good voice. Not Rodney Carrington, somebody else. I don't remember his name. I was listening to an interview of him, and he said he actually stopped performing comedy because he would have to look at the town that he's in and arrange his sets, remove jokes, put in softer jokes. See, I've never done that. Rodney Carrington told me the first time I opened for him, do not ever compromise you or your comedy for anyone, not even me, and you're opening for me. Do not do that. So I've never done that. Well, no, I did it once. The last time I competed in The Funniest Person in Austin, they had sent us all a message saying what they were looking for, what the judges were looking for. So I tried to cater to that, and I bombed. To me, I got some laughs, but I bombed to me. I bombed so bad that that's the only year of my competing in that competition that's not on YouTube. Well, I mean, I did put it up there, but I uh, moved it to private so that nobody could see it. Uh, yeah, Keith, I think that's the same thing. Well, I don't know that Rodney Carrington got bitter, but divorce did not work well for him. I mean, he got really big. You could tell he was having some issues. And that special that I tried to watch, he tried to rework some of his old jokes. I could still tell that there were those jokes and they weren't funny. So if you're gonna rework an old joke, you got to make it funny or funnier, not oh, uh. But yeah, that happens with a lot of those guys, dude. Uh, the only reason I see, I do my comedy. I don't care. Uh, if you don't like it, that's tough shit. I will never compromise again, especially again. I did that one time. I will never do it again, ever. A lot of people are asking me when I'm going to do stand up again. When the right opportunity knocks, I'll do it again. Because the difference is, I don't have to try to be funny. I am funny. So it's not a big deal. If I'm in a crowd and someone calls me up on stage, I promise you, and it doesn't matter how big the crowd is, I will get up there and I'll kick its ass. I'll just tell my stories. It is what it is. Uh, but I love doing stand up. That's one of the greatest joys for me. Jimmy Dore? Jimmy Dore. I don't know that I know who that is. Okay, Paula, thank you so much for coming. I hope you have a great day. I truly appreciate you being here. Hope to see you again. Maybe run into you in Walmart or you come back here. But have a great day, Paula. Thank you so much for being here. Uh, I don't, I can't think of who Jimmy Dore is, Keith. I'm trying to think. Ugh. Right now, my favorite comedians are um, Nate Bargatze. Um, I can see his face, but I can't think of his damn name. Again, live from New York. Oh, wait, I said Lakeland, Florida today. Live from Lakeland, Florida. Um, uh, I don't know. I'll have to look him up. I haven't. Did I watch Young Turks or any of it? I mean, I might know. When I look up, I guess I can look right now. Well, oh, I do not know who that is, dude. I don't have the slightest idea who that is. Yeah, I don't know him. I don't have a clue who that is. Young Turks. Turk, 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 Turk. Um, yep, you're number one. Paul left, and that bumped you up to number one. Um, Bill, Mickey, what's up, buddy? Glad you can make it. We got 19 minutes, but you made it, so you get credit for class. You get full credit for being here. I can't believe I can't think of his last name. The Bill that upsets a lot of people. A lot of people tell me he ain't funny. I think he's hilarious. Oh, man, what the hell is going on in my memory today? I'll cheat. I'll find out who I'm thinking of. Bill Burr. Burr. Yes, Bill Burr. Yes, Bill Burr. That's what I was trying to think of. Am I locked in? I'm locked in as I'm not doing any reactions today because we're almost done. How you doing today? Yeah, it's almost over now, so. But if you had showed up earlier, I would have done one. I'm guessing that's what you were asking for, since you asked if I was locked in. Oh, I do not like Bill Mayer. Bill Burr. I like Bill Burr. I do not like Bill Mayer at all. Not even kind of, sort of. Or Marr. Bill Maher. I don't like him at all. Oh. My head looks kind of. Oh, I'm looking blurry. My camera's messing up. Must be getting too hot. Or maybe YouTube's mad at me going, stop saying that. My head looks kind of skinny. Maybe it's because it's blurry. You can't tell that I'm wearing full moon earrings, can you? They look like the moon. They're pictures of the moon. Well, well, well. You just can't tell. Well, 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 my Michelle. It's actually one of my favorite Guns N' Roses songs. He may be employed by them, but I don't think he's going to behave. I can't imagine anybody making him do anything. Because I think a lot of those guys know that that whole Disney thing, they can cut you in a heartbeat, drop you, and move on. Oh, yes, we're moving on up to the east side. to a deluxe apartment in the sky. I used to love that show. Wow. Damn. I guess it's a solid way of saying we gave it a good shot. Wow. I know I'll upset a lot of people when I say what I have to say about them. Oh, it ain't hard to be number one. It's hard to stay number one. It's not hard to be number one. Lots of people get to number one. It's staying number one that's the trick. I'm trying really hard to get that first AI video up on here tomorrow. That's all I have scheduled for tomorrow, is to get my AI video shot and on here, or shot, put together and on here. It's only going to be a short. I'm going to test the short. So it'll be a short. But we'll see. Well, the real test begins. I've almost finished drinking that thing of water. I have to pee, and we have 13 minutes left. Can I make it 13 minutes? Only one way to find out. Stay to the end. Yeah, spec. Sometimes when I'm editing, it goes quick, and other times, damn, man. Mickey, I'm gonna make you mad if I tell you, buddy. No, I'm not a boob guy, dude, so that would never happen. It's not that I don't appreciate them, but I am not a fan. That is not my favorite body part. Favorite's a little south of there. It varies how far south of there, in between them. Yeah, Mickey, I think they would have had a better shot. Late 70s, early 80s. I don't hear what you fans hear when I listen to them. Like I've said, I like most of their originals. Actually, I think I like all their originals better than their covers. But I have some stern criticism that I have not put out there. I put a little of it out just to watch people get upset. And it's not that I don't feel that way. I didn't put it out to upset people. But I promise you, I don't hear what the fans hear. Oh, hang on. Hello? Grandma is over there. Or you better not be crying. Okay, Grandma is over there. Look, she's not exactly where I parked, but she is parked in that spot in my car. She sent me a picture to make sure she was in the correct spot. Did she not come over? She didn't come over there and wait for you? No, she probably is sitting in the car, sweetie. Okay. So go to the crossing guard. Cross over to her. Don't panic. That's why I was trying to get stern with you. I didn't want you panicking. Relax. Breathe in. Huh? What's wrong? Savannah. Savannah. Hello? So, Savannah. Did you find her? All right. I had to take that. I knew what it was in reference to. Let me guess. Now I knew it. Screwed up my stream again. All right. Are we back? Live chat. Where's the delay? 1001, 1002, 1003. About 3-second delay. All right. Let's continue on with the talking. No, I know y'all didn't leave. I had to answer the phone and it throws off my monitor over here where I'm watching. So I see what y'all see in the real time. When I answered the phone, it put me behind. It like puts it on pause and then it takes a long time. So I literally have to back out and reopen it so that I can catch up to y'all. But where were we? Yeah. Yeah, all my friends have problems believing that I am not a boob guy. Never have been. Like I said, it's not that I don't appreciate a nice pair, just I do not have the factuation most guys have of them. So any character I create, that's not important. Plus with AI, I don't actually sit, I could put that into the details and make it create a character like that, but I don't put that in. I let AI choose. If you look at my video that I posted, it's on Instagram as well. It just didn't do as well on Instagram. I think it's titled "How to Save $30,000." If you watch that, that's actually the third AI video I made. Oh, spec, dude, that's interesting. Keith, are we not friends on Facebook? I know me and Spec are. I'm very, very no. You know how to message me on YouTube. You know my email, right? Message me on my email and I'll send you information. I'm very strict on my Facebook. I have even though I'm a paid content creator and it's public, I'm still cautious on it. I actually have a Bob Sixx page, but it didn't generate enough traffic, so I don't mess with it. So email me and we'll get that worked out. I post the same shit there. I make videos or memes, whichever I make, but I post it on all three: TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Instagram pays me the best, so they are my priority. TikTok keeps giving me crap. Even though I'm a paid content creator, that's 64 cents they owe me. Dude, that's cool. Spec, I'm very interested in seeing that. I haven't seen a video from you on that. I normally see your stuff normally pops up on my page. Oh, 5 minutes. I think I'm going to make it. And the crowd goes wild. But Spec, I'm out of curiosity, to do a lava lamp with a tea light candle, that has to have a very low melting point, or very low melting point. That's pretty wild. I like artists of all kinds. I'm drawn to them. I'll be amazed at the shit that I follow on TikTok. All types of artistry. But it has to catch my attention. It has to be interesting. I don't just follow people like, oh, look, he made a box. Oh, oh, okay, okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll be interested in seeing that when you get it ready. That sounds dope. So I appreciate that when somebody finds a new way to do something old. Oh, okay, okay. I have not I have not started Gary's Pen yet because of how busy we've been at work. Starting 2 weeks ago, uh, we were doing a government job, and I was told I had a lot of time to do it, and then I didn't have a lot of time to do it. So I had to get it all knocked out. Oh, wow. Well, he's old though, dude. I mean, he had a good long run. Wow. But Keith, I already have it in my mind. I think I have the blank that I'll use to do it. I may not. If I don't, then I have to order it. But and I'll be able to share with y'all, but I won't be posting it because Bandmate fans make me sick with their overreacting. You're screwing the band over. When I reacted to a video that was on YouTube, so I can imagine how they react if they saw that I made a pin. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Bandmate fans, Nightwish fans, the Warning fans. I mean, the Warning fans are so bad, I quit reacting to the Warning, and I actually like them. Most of Liliacs fans. And as much as Love Bites is my favorite band, I can't stand a lot of their fans. They piss me off too. We got a minute left. I made it. Ah, I deserve a trophy or something. What the hell? Oh, it was light. I thought I had a cut on my arm. Oh, it's where I had my hand on my arm. Okay. Anyways, all right, guys. Remember, I will not be here next week because I have to build fans. I was reading your comment, Mickey. I will not be here next week because I will be building fins. I will be back the week after. So remember, not next week, the week after. It'll be 2 weeks. I appreciate y'all being here. I hope all of you have a fantastic day. And if you get a chance, make somebody laugh. But I'll be seeing y'all next time. Peace.